Hi, I'm Richard with the Data Success Team. Today I'd like to show you some ways of working with the tabs in the main content area of Dataedo Desktop. As you know, the different tabs contain groupings of metadata of different types about the object that you have selected. But you can rearrange these, as you probably know. Simply click and drag the tab to its new location in that series. But did you know that you can also remove this entirely by pulling it out and floating it so you could put it on another window, and that way you can see the metadata in two groups at the same time. If you don't want to have that floated anymore, you simply pick it up and put it back where you want it to be. You can also create multiple groups within the Dataedo Desktop window. I right-click on the tab name and I can create, for example, a new horizontal group right there. And you can see the Columns tab has moved into a new group. We can see this group and this other tab down here at the bottom at the same time. We can further divide this. For example, if I wanted to show relationships, I could create a new vertical tab there. And that way you can see, as I say, multiple parts of the metadata at the same time and increase your efficiency so you're not constantly switching back and forth between tabs. You can see those tabs at once. You can further move these tabs with a right click right there and move to the next tab group. And you can see it moved over. We now have this one in this group. Triggers has moved into the second group, and we could move it back right there with a move to previous. We can pick these up and drag them between groups, just like we did before. We could put that in that group, or we could move it down here in this group. So you can put them where you need them. Again, you could further divide this, create another vertical group there. We now have 4, and we can resize them as we need to use the space on the screen to the best advantage. Notice this will snap to the group next to it if there is a group available for that purpose. So that keeps your screen nice and tidy. You can further pick these up. This is a right click, and you can choose where you want to put it. So I could make a new horizontal group at the top, at the bottom, a vertical group to the right or left. Or if I wanted to do this but in a different group, I simply go over there and I have those same controls in that location. So you can choose where to put those, and it gives you a lot of flexibility for setting up your screen. Notice that this layout does persist as I choose another table object. So it does persist between table objects. It will not, however, persist from this session to the next session. So if you close Dataedo Desktop, it will revert back to the default. And speaking of the default, you can return all of these tabs back to their original location anytime. Simply right-click on any one of them and choose Restore to Default, and it puts everything back to the nice view that we're all used to seeing when we use Dataedo Desktop. But this is a way that you can divide your screen and make better use of your time. So you spend your time working and seeing what you need to see rather than changing from screen to screen or tab to tab looking for that bit of information that's needed for whatever you're investigating. As always, thank you for using Dataedo, and good luck.